been a minute, a few days anyway. I have an oven ready to bake, and I want to get my StreamYard, or I want to get Rumble. Don't do that. Rumble figured out. Oh, I meant to go through StreamYard. Maybe skip that tonight. Where is the handle to my pizza thing? Shoot. Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay, first of all, feed my dog while I'm waiting for people to come in. You're not gonna have anything that's much to write home about, buddy. He's begging all day to eat, even though he ate already. But my regulars know that he begs all day long. I can't find his regular bowl. Oh gosh, get all excited like you're gonna get something special. I gave you something special earlier, and it's still not enough. Hi, how are you? We're doing a little cooking show tonight. I want to go up on StreamYard and make this live on StreamYard too, because it helps. I know. Well, I wasn't as regular, and then I was on my trip, and then over Christmas I kind of took a little break because I need to plan my content and not just come on and not have anything to say, you know? Well, yo, you guys are so nice that if we just have an open chat, you're fine with it. But I don't want to do that all the time. So what have you been up to, Discover? Thanks for the like. I'm going to set my phone up over here and set up StreamYard really quick. And kind of wait for a few more people to come in, and then we'll do the cooking, and whether people come in or not, we'll just do it. Even if it's just you and me. Yeah, it was really nice to see my family. Why is my computer completely turned off? Turns off automatically. Now it's going to take me forever to get on because my desktop has to load. Maybe I'll just start my... Hey, gardening boy, how are you? I hope you're better, because last time you were not happy. It was not good. I hope you're good. Nice. I'm losing subscribers, but I have 642 at last count. Okay, I'm gonna grab my tripod. I sort of lost track of time. And my dog got his food, so he shouldn't beg, but doesn't mean he won't. Can you hear me okay? Hey, 3 likes. That's so nice, guys. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Gardening Boy. I'm thinking about you. Okay, let me. Oh, I must have not set that up good. I think I accidentally didn't set the onions in the bag back up very well because I hear them rolling on the floor. Okay, just a sec. Oh, barista. Nice. I'm just fixing my tripod. Sorry, I'm off kilter here. Gotta fasten things in here. Then you can see my countertop as I make carnivore pizza. Did you guys notice the topic for tonight? Sorry, we're way up at the ceiling. You don't need anything, bud. You just say. Okay, first order of business. Pick up the onions that just fell. Oh, I don't eat onions, but in my house, and I use them to weight down the dog food that bucket because the lid doesn't stay on, and my dogs will pop open the lid and eat right out of the bucket. Yeah, you just burped. That means you don't need anything more, so don't beg. Okay, I'll be done with this in a second. Wash my hands again because I already had my hands washed, but I'll wash them again. Cook. I have everything set up. My mise en place set up. Make the pizza. Okay, I hate that. Sorry, my garbage bin is too full to fit what I just put in it, isn't it? Okay, there we go. All right. I'm going to wash. I do have this all set up. Get going here. I got a mess back here, ignore that. Okay. Dry my hands. I'm going. Okay, here's the recipe. Oh, I need my roller. My dough roller. There's that, but I also have a smaller one. That's one thing I should have brought out. Oh, here it is. Just getting the, here's my little roller. Okay. Let's see which dough roller works best. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. All right, bye, gardening boy. Good to see you. We'll pray you get that job or a better one that you want. Okay, here we go. This bowl is really big because I can't find my other mixing bowls. But anyway, and I don't know how that is, but okay, I've got an egg and a cup and a half of cheese. And this is Kerrygold Dubliner cheese, which is like white cheddar. And then I've got pork panko, cup and a half, or no, a cup, 3/4 cup. Anyway, it might be more than I need, but because I didn't measure it out exactly. It's close. Okay. Now I have a dough mixer I'm gonna use. I used to make bread all the time. But if I make another dough like a carnivore bread or a carnivore pizza dough like I'm doing tonight, and I have some crumbled bacon. And then what you want to do is you want to warm this up to press it into the pan, because then the cheese will melt and it'll turn into a dough. And I'm just gonna reach my hands in there. And what I'm gonna do, I think I will use one of my little bread pans. I think that's big enough. And I'm gonna put this in, or maybe I'll put it in the silicone one because it's bigger. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, just bring it together good enough in a ball. Doesn't have to be perfect because we can press it together when it gets warm. And it won't be way warm. It's just like, what is it, 30 seconds in the microwave? But I don't have a microwave, so I don't believe in them. So you could put it in a warm oven and let the cheese get a little melty. That's kind of the idea, so that it incorporates better. Okay. I'm gonna put it in here. Oh, I forgot I have steak in here. Hello, steak. I already ate some of it. I gotta put it away. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. And this kind of smashes. That's one reason why. Collapses. That's why the sides will collapse, which is good because I want to fit it in here. Okay. I am going. Let's see. What do we want to do? Defrost, reheat. Maybe we'll just do reheat. And I won't let it go very long. That's 4 minutes. That's a long time. Okay, I'm turning it down because it was at 380 for temperature. Let's do that. 330 for 2 minutes. Okay. Then I'll check the chat again. Anybody have any questions about what I just did? 3/4 of a cup of panko, 1 egg. It's really not that hard. Oh, and my pork rinds I ground them up in the blender. So, yeah, anybody have any questions about that? It's just 3/4 of a cup of panko. It's the cheese was 1.5 cups, and then I have more for the top. And then an egg, and that's the dough. That's it. Not bad at all. There's other versions, but this is the one I'm doing tonight. And I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees. And I was going to heat up my pizza stone, but I'm glad I didn't because I want to just checking. It's warm. I'm going to add some more time to it. Okay. I'm gonna add some more thyme. Reheat whatever warm is on your oven. Okay, 300, 320, about 3 minutes. And this is just kind of like a treat meal for me. Hey, go ahead and chat. This is kind of a treat meal for me. And I have some white sauce with brown butter. It's kind of cooled off, but I'm gonna spread this on for sauce. It's like a beurre blanc, a butter sauce, a buttercream sauce. Really good, actually. And all I did for this cream sauce is I put heavy cream in the saucepan, cooked it on low, simmered it until it reduced and thickened. So that's how it got thick. And then I put some of my brown butter, which I had already made. So which all you do is simmer that in a pan and let the milk solids bubble to the top. It makes a foam. Then you scoop those off. Then you've got brown butter. And I have to do that to cut my blood sugar. Anyway. Yeah, that's ready. We need a pot holder. It's ready now. It's hot. Okay. Let's move this back here. Up. Go ahead and chat, peeps. Speak now. If you have any questions of what I'm doing, I'm making pizza. And it's got white sauce. It's gonna have white sauce, 3 kinds of cheese. I think it's Gruyere. One of them, the label came off, and I had put my cheese in the freezer because I wasn't eating it there for a while. Here, let me. Oh, still trying to figure out my oven. Now I gotta let this cool off. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna dump this in the bowl. It'll help it cool. I may have overheated it a little bit, but it needed to get warm enough to melt the cheese a little too. And then the other thing I think I could do is bake this crust off. Bake it off, do a pre-bake before I put toppings on it, but I'm not going to. Okay. So now we have a dough. So no gluten, no flour, no inflammation. I used pork panko that actually has jalapeno in it, which I do a little bit of hot sauce or peppers. So it'll have that flavor in it. One of the cheeses that I used is the pepper jack. So it's pepper jack and that Dubliner uh, Kerrygold cheese. You can put this in a square pan, that kind of simplifies it. But I wanted the traditional round, so press this down, make it thinner. And you can do it as thick or as thin as you want to. If it's thicker, you're probably going to want to leave it in for 20 minutes. If it's thin, 10 or less. Okay, now getting ready to put the sauce on here. And I've been crocheting like crazy. My daughter wanted some fingerless gloves, wrist hand warmer kind of things. And I'm whipping those up. The yarn's a little harder to work with than I had anticipated because it's smaller than and lighter weight. There. Okay, so like I said, you can, oh, that's right. Supposed to poke it to death. You know what? I am going to pre-bake this. I'm going to pre-bake it. Ugh, I wish I knew where the handle to my pizza stone was. Sure helps. Okay. Then we can just chat till this gets done. I'm going to let it bake for maybe 5 minutes. I'll check it in 5 minutes. And we'll just chat. Let me know how you're doing. I got my cheese all grated. I don't buy the pre-grated stuff because they put extra stuff in that. Starch and fat has carbs in it. But this is low carb. That's the whole point. Is the low carb deal. Let me dry my hands. Chuki, go in the room. Can I lower my tripod? There we go. Come on, Chuki. That's enough begging for one night, please. Oh, I should have filled my water up. I guess it's not very full. Still too high here. we're at one more notch. Excuse me while I organize my space. So, nobody's chatting. What's up, everybody? I'm making pizza. And in the morning, I'm making waffles. And I do like waffles. Okay, so let me time this. About 10 after, I'll go check it. Hello. My dog is begging even though he just ate. I knew he would. Gotta deworm him. Oh, I bought wormer. Where did I put that? I bought wormer for my dogs. Here's my crochet. Oh, don't pull stitches out, Kath. Okay. I'll do a few stitches while I'm waiting and nobody's here anyways. Well, my light is weird, but for you guys, but not for me, because I need the light. So, I'm gonna wait another 3 minutes and go check my crust. And then I'm gonna load it up with toppings, sauce, and all that. Okay, I'm doing single crochet in the back. Oh, I was gonna show you this before I started. I think one of my yarn things, my yarn strands must have split because it looks funny. Okay, here's my, this is the wrist part. So it's gonna go around like that, and if it's big enough. Or around, actually, up and down, like this. So, hello, go ahead and chat. I'm just waiting for my pizza crust that we're cooking together to be done. And I figured I might as well crochet because nobody's chatting. And I'll just chat while I'm waiting. I think I'm about ready to go check on this though. It's got about 1 minute. And I'm not really sure how long to par bake this, but I'm just baking the crust off a little bit before I put the toppings on. It's a carnivore crust, and you can look at the replay if you want to see what's in it, but just quickly, it's pork panko, 1 egg, um, 1 egg, pork panko, and 3/4 cup of cheese. Cup and a half, no, not a cup and a half of cheese, and 3/4 of a cup of pork panko. Yes, that's the right proportions. Hey Lucas, how are you? You said hey there twice. I heard you the first time. Anyway, I'm gonna go check my pizza crust, put some yummy toppings on it, and that gorgeous garlic white sauce that I made, the cream sauce with it. And then I'll do a taste test. Wish you guys could join me. Trying to find the back loop on a dark piece of yarn is not the easiest thing in the world. Dark yarn is tricky to crochet. Sometimes you need good light. And I don't know if anybody knows how to crochet, but I learned a special trick with the edge that makes it really nice and straight. See this bump? This is how the edges normally go. There's a little bump. It's like scalloped kind of, but you don't always want it to be. But if you do a no chain, something weird going on in my work. Okay, I'm gonna make this stitch and then I'm gonna, because I thought 5 minutes was maybe too little time, but let me, there we go. Okay, I just put a single crochet there and then I'm gonna go in the back loops again. That's what makes the ridges. One more and then I'll go check the crust and put toppings on it. I'd have to order a new handle for my pizza stone. Actually, what I need to do is ask my roommates where they put it, because I think they have some of my other stuff too. One of my stitches got messed up. I think I'm going to take this out till that messed up spot and redo that part. There we go. That was wonky. There we go. Okay, I'm going to redo that one spot because it had a weird bump in it that didn't belong. Boy, maybe people are busy, but fill up my water. Anyway, this will be good for the replay. I'm going to start doing more just videos that I record that I don't have to edit, because I'll just have my content ready to go. Okay. Now, if I can do this without burning myself, because I don't have the handle for my pizza stone. And then I'll put my toppings. I'll have to bring my toppings over here. I had them on the counter. Yeah, I think that's baked enough. Okay, it's a very oily, because it has a lot of cheese in it, and the pork pancake is oily. Maybe doing it in a square pan is the best option. Okay, there's my sauce. That on first. And cheese. Do not beg. I am not giving you more food. You just ate. Let me raise this up a little bit. Okay, it's not exactly where I want it, but we're gonna have to call it good. All right. This is gonna be so yum. I probably don't need all this sauce, but it is yummy sauce. So the sauce is just heavy cream, salt, garlic, and I just use granulated garlic and browned butter, which I had already made. Okay, that's good. This is so good, I wish you could taste it. And this would be good as a cheese sauce too, just add cheese to it. But we have plenty of cheese going on in the crust and on top of the crust. That white sauce is so good. I like white sauce better than red. And I don't want to do tomatoes because this is carnivore. And I am carnivore. And like I said, that Dubliner cheese, that Kerrygold cheese is like sharp cheddar kind of. It's sort of like a white cheddar is the flavor I would describe it as. And then there's some Gruyere in there, and there's also some pepper jack. So it does have a little bit of, put some bacon on and a little more cheese. Fresh bacon that I cooked. Try not to overcook it so it wouldn't get too brown in the oven. That's the other thing. Put the cheese on top of the bacon to protect it from getting too brown. You could put pepperoni on there. You could put sausage on there. You could put hamburger on there. And if you're doing a little bit of carbs, which I am, this channel is about low carb. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And, but if you want to put some mushrooms or some onions on there, a little bit of peppers, something like that, you can. There are things called oxalates, which detox from your body. And when they do, they're a booger. They detox when you go low carb because your body lets go, is finally able to detox them. And those are like gallstones, kidney stones. Leaky gut is caused from them. Lots of things. That's why a lot of people who eat vegetables get IBS. Okay, now all this needs to do is heat up and crisp up the crust a little bit. So I'm going to say 8 minutes. Hello. Oh, I was going to fill my water bottle. I'll be right there. Anyway, my pizza will be done. exciting. And I had already cooked some steak, and I had some steak, so I couldn't wait. I hadn't eaten. Funny story. Funny, not funny. I made a steak earlier. It was gorgeous. It was cooked perfectly. It was rare. My dog had just been fed, and he had eaten meat. He had eaten chicken with the bones. So he shouldn't have been hungry. But he is really naughty about the counter when I'm not in the room and I stepped out to go to the bathroom and my puppy ate my steak. It was probably it was 2 meals worth. It was about 14 ounces. It was about like that. Yep, that's about right. I'm gonna leave that in there because I don't want to eat it right now. Do a little cleanup and then I'll look at the chat. Oh, I need to ask my roommates about where my bowls are and where my pizza cutter is and all kind of stuff missing. Okay. Okay. Just put this away so it doesn't get dried out. Extra cheese. Did I put enough cheese in this? Just checking. Oh, I forgot to put the extra cheese on the top. Oh well. I think it's gonna be good the way it is. Okay. And cheese is kind of a treat right now for the holidays. I haven't been eating cheese because of autoimmune stuff. I'm still healing from things. That's why I'm doing carnivore. So it's crazy. I remember the last time I had those bowls. I wonder if I took them outside. I don't think so. I'm in the dishwasher. I might need a fork to eat my pizza. Chucky, go away. Anyway, so yeah, literally, I didn't eat until this evening because my dog ate my lunch, my breakfast. I eat 2 meals a day. And it was 2 something already, I think. Might have even been 3. Okay, so we're gonna wait for this to be done. Then I'm gonna pull it out of the oven and do the big reveal. And then, oh, I didn't pay attention to the time. 6:25. Let's give her 5 more minutes and I'll go check. So I see there's one person in here, at least. Sometimes there's more, but that might have just pulled out a couple stitches. Oh well. It's a pretty easy pattern. It's just single crochet at this point. I'm just doing the wrist part of a hand and wrist warmer. It's a fingerless glove. It's a cute pattern with shells, shell pattern. So this is the boring part of the pattern, but it's nice though. I like the ridges. All it is you'd put it in the back loop instead of both loops. When you put it in the stitch, you only put it in half of the stitch. Anyway, so that's what I've been busy doing. Yeah, these are for my daughter and they're wool. Oops. There we go. I wouldn't buy this yarn. It's too flimsy. It's wool, but it's very fragile. Splits easy. And it's pretty thin. Okay, so 2 minutes since I last checked. I'm gonna give it 3 more minutes and then I'm gonna go check me pizza. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do some videos that don't need much editing, if at all, and just plan my topics. So you're gonna see a different format. I'm gonna do lives occasionally, but lives lately haven't been drawing anybody in. So I'm just going to do fewer of them. And I was gonna do this one out of StreamYard, but we didn't, which is fine. Because I was trying to get my Rumble set up, because you have to set up a, I'll have to remember that next time, that I have to go into StreamYard, set up my live first, because Rumble's a little different. Rumble's easy, but if you're live streaming from StreamYard, you have to set up the code or whatever it is from Rumble. You have to go to the drop down and pick the live stream that you set up in Rumble. Anyway. Okay. 1 more minute. This yarn is not the easiest thing to work with. I thought I could whip these gloves out in no time, but the dark yarn and the fragile yarn, dark and fragile, two very bad combinations. There. Didn't look like I got the last stitch, but wait, maybe I didn't. Okay, turn it around. Do a single. Single in the back loops. Okay. Looks like we need to go check pizza and pull it out of the oven. Somebody's here. Say hello if you like. I'm going to pull a carnivore pizza out of the oven that we made tonight. We, me, and you. Vicariously, right? Okay. Oh, I maybe overdid it. Still gonna be good. The oil. Next time I'll do it in a square pan with the cookie sheet so that the oil doesn't go down in the bottom of the oven. Oh, it's good though. Keep in mind that you want the fat for carnivore, so that's why. Very oily. And I'll just let that grease cool and then I'll eat it. Yeah, next time I'll do it in a square, in a cookie sheet. My quarter pan or my half pan. I have a half pan anyway. Cool, huh? Bacon 3-cheese pizza with a low carb carnivore crust. Awesome. The only bad thing is, cannot find my pizza cutter or the, okay, I'm gonna use a knife, which I don't like to do for pizza, but we'll do it. I have a longer one. I have a butcher knife that's longer. This pizza stone makes things really crisp. So nice. I like the way that cuts. Hear the crunch? You can hear the crunch on the edge. That white sauce is awesome. It's just heavy cream sauce. Okay, let me grab a spatula. We'll try it out. personal size. This could be crisper. I'll have to look at the recipe to see how long she baked hers for. It's gonna be good though. I should have left it in bigger pieces. Stop banging, Chooky. There we go. There she is. I'm gonna eat it. Chooky. So that was probably about right. Par bake it for 5 minutes. And then bake it in the oven for 10 or 8. 8 to 10, depending on your oven at 400 degrees. You could put it at hello. I bet if I let it cool, that it would be crisp. It's very tasty. Oh my gosh. That's the bottom. And I didn't have mozzarella cheese. The cheese called for in the crust was mozzarella. And I didn't have any, so I used a different. I used the Dubliner. That's pretty good. And honestly, you get used to. It is delicious. How are you? Trying to read your name. Proximity. I remember you, right? You've been here before. And I just put bacon on it because that's what I have. I could have just done plain cheese. Stop begging, Chuki, you already ate. But the cream sauce that I made, that and the bacon are the best part. Mm. So like I said, I haven't been eating cheese. So, oh, I forgot. Oops. There was another ingredient, cream cheese, and I was going to use goat cheese in the dough. I have the ingredients. I could try it again and see if that makes a better dough. I mean, this is good dough though. I mean, look at that. Crispy edges. My favorite meat? Um, hmm. I like bacon a lot, but I eat it for how good it makes me feel. So right now, for how good it makes me feel, actually, I think lamb. I think lamb makes me feel the best. It puts me into ketosis and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see in a couple hours, which would be 8:40, see what my blood sugar and ketone meter reads. I was in very high ketosis earlier today, and my blood sugar was in the 80s. Now, this is why this would be a much better alternative. Look at that crust. Much better alternative to um it's greasy, but the oil is good for you. It's all animal fat. Um Really good compared to bread and high carb pizza. Do you have a favorite meat? Proximity. What was it I had at the Brazilian steakhouse that was so good? Um, the ribeye was really good. But I make chuck steak at home that's really close to ribeye, and it's good, especially when I cook it rare, which I try to. That second one was frozen because my dog ate my first one. And so in the process, it got overcooked because I looked at it and it was still more rare than what I like. It didn't have enough of a crust on the outside. So I cooked it some more and then the inside got too done. Bummer. But I'll eat it. I was dipping it in white sauce, that cream sauce that I made. Yeah, I think actually that goat cheese would help. It's very rich. Even though I didn't eat a lot today, it's very rich. And be careful not to oversalt your white sauce because the cheese has salt in it. Probably don't need to salt it at all. Anyway, as I said, the white sauce was just a reduction. I just put cream, heavy cream in the pan and simmered it on low until it was thick. And it worked out really well. And then I just put some garlic in there. I see there's 3 people in here. You want to chat? I'm just eating the rest of my carnivore pizza. You can also, because this is pretty much cheese overkill, it's really good, but um, you could do a meat crust with sausage, maybe sausage and hamburger. Chicken crust pizza, I've heard. Those edges are really good, really crisp. That's rich. It's richer than I'm used to. Usually I just eat meat. This is a fancy dancy dinner. But I just wanted to show that you can get a little fancy if you want to. It's really good. Yeah. There's some other recipes. There's some others that are more actually like that don't have cheese in them, which would be good because they'd be more like dough. Excuse my pillow in the background. I have to throw it aside because my dog steals my pillows and throws them on the floor. He's a booger. Oh, I just realized my camera's a little too high. Let's do eye level. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's all. I just wanted to show you how to do carnivore pizza. Does anybody want to say anything else? I'm gonna get off here by 7. If nobody says anything before then I will go. And like I said, I'm gonna go a little simpler on my videos. I'm not gonna get in every day on a live because I need to have a topic every day and I need to dial in my content. So you guys need to let me know in the comments. You can comment anytime, night or day, and let me know what you'd like to chat about, especially in the, you know, um, health and wellness field. What struggles do you have with your health that you need help with? Um, I'm not a nurse or a doctor, but the advice from our nurses and doctors isn't always great because they go by the food pyramid. And so we can talk about uh, the kind of healing that you can get from carnivore. And I'm going to go into StreamYard more and more, and we can pull up videos and information from other people, and I can let you listen to bits and snatches so I don't get a copyright strike, fair use, all that. And then I'm able to use other people's videos if I break them up with my comments and stuff. Oops. I'm trying to plug in my activity watch because it's not connecting, so it's not counting my steps. And we had a little challenge going on to challenge one another to increase our steps. And we kind of lost track of that because I went on vacation and then I got a strike from YouTube, which is why I'm going over to Rumble. My Rumble handle is Sing with a capital S, the number 2, and the letter U. Sing to you. Number 2, letter U. So that's my Rumble handle. Go look for my channel. I've got videos up there. And I may have to just transfer all the way over onto Rumble because there's too much censorship going on. They want to re-educate me, us, creators, if we say the wrong thing. And low carb carnivore is the wrong thing. Hey, I used to think that carnivores were crazy. I don't anymore. There's a lot of healing going on. And I kept listening and I realized how many people were getting healed from diabetes, from all kinds of different diseases, their thyroid, weight issues, of course. You become a fat burner when you go into ketosis and you actually need fat. So remember, I'm getting ready to get off here, but if anybody wants to say anything before I get off, please do. Any questions about what we're talking about? Anyway, and so you become a fat burner and you run on fat rather than carbohydrates. So fat is your energy source. So you want to get more fat actually than protein, because if you get too much protein, then I don't want to go too fast, but you go into gluconeogenesis. So you actually want to focus on the fat more than the protein. And I found out about gluconeogenesis because my blood sugar kept spiking even though I was low carb. And so I wanted to figure it out. And it is not good for you for your blood sugar to spike, even though our body, God made our bodies in a wonderful way to pull energy from somewhere. But the problem is that if we don't have any body fat, it will pull it from our muscle. And actually it'll pull glucose from the muscle, and maybe that's all the time when you're in gluconeogenesis. Anyway, I gotta research that, but it's, in other words, oops, I need to turn the oven off. Ay, ay, ay. That oil's burning in the bottom of the oven. I'm gonna run, turn it off. I'm gonna turn you toward my pretty pictures for a minute. I'll come back and sign off. You can still hear me though because I have my earbud in. So, anyway, yes, I found out a lot of information on this journey and was able to regulate my blood sugar. So my blood sugar had not spiked in a very long time. And yesterday I decided I had some drink mix in the cupboard that was old that I'd forgotten about. And I had kept it because it was, I used to be a distributor for a health company that had these, you know, stick packets, powder stick packets. And one of them has green tea in it, among other things, but it has a lot of other stuff in it. It had guar gum in it. Some of the things I'm like, why would you do that in a drink mix? I don't get it. Silica, they put silica in a lot of powders. Anyway, and the other thing it had in it was sucralose, which is Splenda, the brand name. And then the other sweetener, it had another sweetener in it. The other sweetener supposedly doesn't spike blood sugar. I did a bunch of research. I almost threw it away. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to try a bottle of it. I'm going to make up a bottle of it. 16 ounces of water and the powder. Stop. And I'm going to test my blood sugar and my ketones and see what it does. Well, my blood sugar has not been this high in a very long time. I've managed my blood sugar really well lately. It's been really manageable. It doesn't go up above, I think 111 it went up to. But yesterday when I drank that, it went up to 145 at the highest that I know of, unless it was higher than that. But anyway, 145, that's really high for me. Anyway, so yeah, so it's all about regulating your blood sugar, and even if you don't have diabetes, because you could be pre-diabetic and not, realize it or whatever. My A1C is pulling out of the pre-diabetic um, numbers. It was 5.6, I think, and it's going down. It might be 5.2. I want to say 5.2. Anyway, I forget what my exact lab was. It might have been 5.4. But anyway, it's not in the pre-diabetic anymore, but I'm trying to keep it that way. I do not want my blood sugar spiking, even if it's gluconeogenesis, because I don't want my um, body pulling from my muscles in order to get energy. I don't want my body wasting my muscles away. I need the muscles. So anyway, well, guys, it's 7 o'clock almost, and nobody else has said anything since Proximity commented on my yummy pizza. But I'll chat with you again, and probably uh I'll sit down and brainstorm and think of topics and things like that, and then um I'll do some videos and put them up. And I'd like input from my viewers, and I need to raise my subscriber count back up because I'd like to monetize. Because if I monetize, it benefits you. If you're a viewer who wants to stay here and wants to keep viewing my content, then, or one that is curious, I can't keep doing it because time is money. I could be working, I could be cleaning, I could, you know, I could be taking care of my pupper dogs. And I do all those things, but I have less time to do it doing YouTube. YouTube can be time consuming, especially if you're editing a lot. And I'm going to try to do videos that are less edit edit intensive. So there's a way to do it. If I've got my topic down and I've got my bullet points, then I can go through and stay on stay on topic. Anyway, excuse my hair. Honey. I'm taking bioidentical hormones, one last thing, and they make your hair, they give you hair loss. I think it's the testosterone. But I'm gonna ease off of them. I have a doctor's appointment here. After the first, I have a doctor's appointment. And that's one of the main things I'm gonna talk to her about is um, easing off of the hormones. But I did it in order to balance my thyroid hormones, and it worked. And so now, and also I've been in ketosis a lot more because I've been testing that. So it's good. And when my blood sugar's down and I'm in ketosis and all that stuff, then I should be able, the carnivore is really good at balancing your hormones if you're carnivore or keto. Um, if you stay in ketosis and you know what your blood sugar numbers are and all that stuff, then you can your hormones will regulate. Yeah. So anyway, so eating high carb isn't good, guys. It's a lot of inflammation, it's a lot of stuff, and it's probably not a great totally optimum thing that I ate all that cheese, but boy was it good. So occasionally, we do the treat thing. And of course, it's given me a little bit of phlegm, and we will see how my body responds to it. I'll know in the morning, really. So I'm going to get back to crocheting, and I need to wash my hands because they're greasy. Anyway, nice hand lotion, right? So I will talk to you again soon. Try to get some edited videos out or some videos out, not just the live ones, but the regular ones. Try to get some more of those out because I think that might be why the algorithm isn't liking me right now. The algorithm has to do with the audience, and for some reason, my audience isn't coming in through lives as much. So I do appreciate my viewers. Thanks for watching, and thanks for watching the replay, and hope you try this recipe. I will shoot you some more carnivore dough recipes, and we'll do some compare. Chris Cook in Nashville has great ones. So I'm going to put my handle for Rumble in the description. Thanks for watching again. Bye.